So yes, we back. All black everything. Come on in, tell a friend. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. We back with the Tavistock Institute, chapter 5 still. It's a long one, but we gonna get through it. Like and share, subscribe, you know how we do. Put your thumbs up like you're hitchhiking. And let's get right to it. Peace to the King John Coltrane. I do not own the rights to this music. I do not own the rights to this music. Peace to the King John Coltrane. We're gonna get it in. Yes, indeed. And we start where we left off. It says, oh yeah, we television. Chapter 5, tell lies to your vision. Remember that. That's all we got left, y'all. Getting to the end, getting to the end. It says, today, public opinion polls are completely intertwined with current affairs. Television shows that offer the public ready-made news items, news items, and easy to swallow bite-sized pieces. A scientific survey of what people are said to think about an issue can be produced in less than 24 hours. Most of the polls announced by the world's leading media groups such as CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox, the New York Times, the Washington Post, Time, Newsweek, Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, in fact, are coordinated at the National Opinion Research Center, where, as much as it will amaze most people, a psychological profile was developed for every nation on earth. Hmm. The idea of public opinion is not new, of course. Plato warned against it in his Republic over 2,000 years ago, and as did Alexis de Tocqueville on his on its influence on its influence over America in the early 19th century. But until the 1930s, no one thought of using it to sway the masses toward a particular vision for decision making. As Michael Mendocino explains at length, quote, the belief that public opinion can be a determinant of truth is philosophically insane. It precludes the idea of the rational individual mind. Every individual mind contains the divine spark of reason and is thus capable of scientific discovery and understanding the discoveries of others. The individual mind is one of the few things that cannot therefore be averaged. Consider at the moment of creative discovery, it is possible, if not probable, that the scientist making the discovery is the only person to hold that opinion about nature, whereas everyone else has a different opinion or no opinion. One can only imagine what a scientifically constructed survey on Kepler's model of the solar system would have been shortly after he published The Harmony of the World. 2% for 48%, 2% for, 48% against, 50% no opinion. Quote, despite its unprovable central thesis of psychoanalytic types, the interpretive survey method, methodology of the Frankfurt School became dominant in the social sciences and essentially remains so today. In fact, the adoption of these new, supposedly scientific techniques in the 1930s brought about an explosion in public opinion survey use, much of it funded by Madison Avenue, end quote. That's because opinions can be easily counted. You can ask a group of people how they feel about something or what they think such and such a statement is true, or whether they think such and such a statement is true. You add the yes and subtract the no, with the larger number becoming the consensus, which apparently represents the opinion of the majority. Thus, America saying no to drugs is a manufactured concept by the pollsters on behalf of the financial elite, who are in fact the world's biggest drug pushers. In fact, the world's biggest drug pushers, as I have repeatedly shown in all my books. But no matter how many people agree or disagree with something, it doesn't make it true. Not at all. Say that one more time. No matter how many people agree or disagree with something, it does not make it true. Understand that fact. After studying American polling numbers, Emory and Trist have come to a conclusion that, quote, people behave according to consensus, end quote. Nobody wants to step out of line. Nobody wants to really step up and say no or say yes, if, you know what I'm saying, if that's what they really. Oh, boy. The mass are so directed and influenced by the polls that they wouldn't dare break this social contract. They must do what others perceive that they should do. To do otherwise would cause psychological pain. They conclude that polls, quote, give meaning to their lives, end quote. Mm-mm. After World War II, Paul Lazarfeld, the director of the Bureau of Applied Social Research at Columbia University, and who especially pioneered the use of surveys to psychoanalyze American voting behavior, and by the 1952 presidential election, along with Madison Avenue advertising agencies, were firmly in control of Dwight Eisenhower's campaign, utilizing Lazarfeld's work. The power of television and its hypnotic influence on the electorate became a reality in the 1952 elections. Batten, Barton, Durstein, and Osborne, the fabled BBDNO, ad agency, designed Ike's campaign appearances entirely for the TV cameras and as carefully as Hitler's Nuremberg rallies. 1 minute spot advertisements were pioneered to cater to the survey determined needs of the voters. Strategic. These people are very strategic. You better understand that. Excuse me. Whew. So when you watch the news or whatever, the so-called news, which ain't news at all, just some regurgitated bullshit. But when you watch it with a different eye now, and see what you come up with, see what you observe. We're gonna leave it right there though. Tavistock Institute, very powerful. It's getting deeper, and we only got a little bit more to go, y'all. We got a little bit more to go. We've been tackling it every day. It's getting greater. Let's go. Peace and love, y'all. Thank you for checking us out. All Black Everything, Thinkers Play, Big Dreams, Many Streams. Peace and love.